Lovelace the Dragon in the building. Talk to the people.
Yo, man, it's your boy. It's about time, you know.
Hey,
it's good to be here.
Man, we were talking about this all week, man, and this is one of the guys, man, I met at the Soul Cyphers. Hey, man, shout out to the Soul Body Cyphers, man. I've been finding some dope artists, man. Yo, so in any way, to tell a story, you got to start from the beginning. So how did you get into music?
I grew up in church. My dad was a keyboardist and a vocalist, as well as my mother. And they needed somebody to play the drums, so it was obvious that I was the next choice.
Right.
But I grew up being in church and just kind of being around music nonstop. So it's just ingrained in me. You know what I'm saying? Like I had no other choice. If I did anything other than music, it wouldn't make any sense.
So it's in your blood.
It is. Yeah.
So who were your early musical influences, and what are your musical influences?
Okay. I would definitely say Freddie Mercury for sure. His level of showmanship was absolutely incredible and insane. Probably in my teenage years, it was Kendrick Lamar for sure.
K-Dot,
Mac Miller. I'm a really big fan of Mac. R.I.P. I really appreciated the way that his artistry just kind of evolved over time. A lot of Christian artists as well. Fred Hammond for you gospel singers. You know what I'm saying? Fred Hammond is the GOAT.
For sure. Every time I heard him, I knew it was time to wake up on Saturday and start cleaning.
I love it, man. But yeah, that's all that comes to mind at the moment.
Okay. So how did your upbringing influence your approach to your art and live performances? Because, man, let me tell you this, man. If you ever see my guy in person, especially when he's going live, like performing, it's like he has like an alter ego.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like he goes from, Clark Kent to Superman. He just goes up a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's definitely the transition from Lovelace to the Dragon. You know what I'm saying? So growing up in church, I was involved in a lot of different projects. I was in interpretive dance. Everybody in church knows what that's like. Wearing the mime paint, white gloves, robes and uniforms. So I was constantly performing. I've been performing from a very young age. So being in front of people is generally it's normal to me, So my level of performance also comes from watching my grandpa, who was a pastor of our church. But in secret, he used to, sorry to air you out, Grandpa. In secret, man, he would watch WWE at home. And you know how dramatic they are. They were just real dynamic with the mic. And so he would carry that same energy whenever he would preach. And it was just high intensity. You almost thought that he was going to body slam the devil himself, So growing up watching that, it kind of influenced me, pushed me in the avenue of being theatrical, really pouring myself and opening myself up for the people. And allowing people to, embrace the space that I'm in and show them that it's okay to just fully express yourself,
That's what I'm talking about right there, man. Hey, y'all are in for a treat. Y'all sit back, and if you ride, man, I want you to turn your speakers all the way up on 10, and we finna get into some of these bangers.
Turn it up.
And for everybody out there listening, man, like I say, every artist takeover, man, don't just be listening to them. Most definitely pull out your Shazam. Make sure you add them to your arsenal, because this is something that you can ride with. You go pick your girl up with, man. You might even get some cool points.
Yeah, especially with these joints like I pulled up with, for sure. I think a lot of people would really like these.
Hey, man. Y'all keep it locked. This is the #1 station, blazing your nation. We can only go up from here. It's KJamz. 105 KJamz, hip-hop and R&B hits. My man Lovelace the Dragon is in here going crazy. That was that man of the century, man. Hey.
Look, man. I'm just running to be something that leaves a legacy. You know what I'm saying? Like what Good was saying, man. Like something that really sticks with me is you know, longevity. Is something leaving something that when people listen to, you know, will stand the test of time. And I feel like something that's smooth. You know what I'm saying? Like giving that level of funk that gets you to move your body, but still get, you know, the cerebral, your brain fluids moving. I feel like that combination is what establishes, you know, that level of legacy, I would say, you know.
Man, that's cold right there. That's poetic.
Yeah, thank you.
And speaking of smooth, man, hey, that skate song, man.
You feel me? Hey, that was
I feel like skating rinks all around. No talks about to snatch that up.
Hey, like crazy, bro. That was Dupree. It was Dupree, Imani. Shout out to Soul Stars. You know what I'm saying? We actually made that just on a whim. You know, we were at a meeting and we were like, "Man, what y'all about to do?" We was like, "Nothing." And Imani's like, "Shoot, I got the studio." You know, so it just was a natural progress, and you could hear it. We were just having fun with the song. You know, love it.
Hey, man, I'm telling you, man, I've been bragging all week, man, and my guy's showing proof. Man, we finna get into this pints and fifths. Ooh. I'm telling you, add this to your arsenal, man. I'm telling you, if you want something different, something smooth, something you can ride to, this is Himothy right here. So y'all keep it locked in the #1 station, blazing your nation. We going up. It's KJamz.
It's the 105 KJamz.
105 KJamz, hip hop and R&B hits. We are still in the building with my guy LVLC, the Dragon, and the artist Takeover. Hey man, how you feel?
Man, it's I'm not gonna lie, man. It's very surreal. It feels like a dream. It's kind of strange, but I'm here and it's real. You know, I have to accept it. So it's dope.
Hey man, you been getting some good feedback, man, from the lives, man, from people tapping in. Just hey, they feeling you, bro.
I love it. I appreciate that.
All right, so check me out, man. So people often talk about day ones and the ones who held them down from the start. Do you have people like that in your life?
Oh my gosh, bro. I'm so glad you asked. Because I actually have a couple of them sitting here with me right now, man. My lover and my partner, Drew, she has been here down with me since the beginning, you know what I'm saying? I'm a wild man. I'm wild. And she, somehow, throughout the years, man, she's really just held me down. I've learned a lot from her, just being stable, being grounded. My homie Kane, you know, we've started, I don't even know how to explain where we came from, man. but we all just came from the trenches, man, from the gutter. You know, we all struggled together, you know, and that's why I say it's very surreal, because like just a few years ago, this is stuff we were talking about, you know, and now we're all looking at each other in the radio station like, whoa, we're in here, you know. I would definitely say Michelle Rosario. I definitely want to shout her out. She helped me out. Ooh, I'm getting emotional. She helped me out, man, at a time where I really didn't think that I needed it, but I really did, and it helped establish a lot of things, and helped turn me into the man I am today, you know. And my family, first and foremost, my mom. My mom's always been that soft, emotional core of our family. Taught me a lot about empathy, compassion, and understanding. You know, helped me understand what it's like to be in the man's next to me shoes. You know, and my siblings, bro. My siblings are, you know, Promise, Revival, Rosie. They've always been my ride or dies. You know, since we were kids. You know, so I love all of them. And honestly, if it was not for those people who've inputted a lot into my life, I have a ton more, of course, but those are the ones that come to mind. I would not be right here today.
Man, that's real, man. And I don't know about you. Well, I feel it coming off of you, but it's so important, especially when you are, you know, someone who is coming to who you're supposed to be. it's a difference from just existing into becoming into who you're supposed to be, and it takes a certain type of person to be in your life and hold you up, pick you up by your collar sometimes. Cause hey,
man, hey, there's been a lot of collar grabbing for sure.
And I just know that for you to have those type of people in your life, that means a lot. Cause you hear people in their songs, I'm self-made, I don't need nobody, I got me.
Man, I am far from self-made, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. I have never been a do-it-yourself kind of guy. I've always had people around me, and that's the one thing I can definitely be grateful for. It's people that really love me and just want to see me succeed. It's a beautiful thing. I think it's because I'm dumb enough to dream big, and everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, you're going for it? Oh man, hey, go for it." As a matter of fact, we'll do it with you, And so everyone just kind of pitches in, and I feel like Goku. You know what I'm saying? Like I got the Z fighters with me. You know what I'm saying? But it's amazing. I love them.
That's what I'm talking about. So can you share a significant moment or artist that inspired you to pursue your career in music?
Definitely. I would say there are tons of them, but the one that really sort of made an impact was Mac Miller. Simply because the level of love that he had for the craft, it was very childlike. It was very inquisitive. He was just so interested in knowing what it was like to put things together. He would put words together just to see what he could say. In the beginning of his career, obviously, he was doing a lot more of the frat rap stuff, and over time, you could start to see him hold his influences on his sleeve, started incorporating more psychedelic sounds, and then eventually his own instrumentation. Learned how to play instruments, and start producing his own tracks. Unfortunately, we lost them. And but a while ago, and this is a story. All that to say, a while ago, probably a few years ago, I had a dream where I was trying to sneak into a Mac Miller meet and greet.
Oh.
Yeah, and it was after he had passed. I was trying to sneak into a meet and greet, and I remember there being a security guard by the door, and I'm on my 007 stuff, just making sure he ain't looking, and as soon as that happens, I sneak in through the door, and as I'm walking in, he turns the corner and he sees me, and I'm like, whoa, I'm starstruck, and he looks at me and he writes something. He has a green crayon. It's super weird, but he has a green crayon and he writes on a piece of paper, and he puts it onto my chest. He just puts it up against me and he says, "It's your turn now." And I was like, "What?" And he goes, "It's your turn. Tell him your story."
That's hard.
And then it was and then it flashed to another scene where it's me and him standing on the corner on the outside of the building, and I'm holding my phone and we playing just random instrumentals and we're just freestyling. And I woke up, and that was when I was I think this is it. I just got to now. Besides the fact that all the signs were pointing to me doing this eventually, but that was kind of my spirit telling me yeah, it's time to move.
You gotta listen to that spirit too.
Yeah.
Man, this is a quote by one of my favorite motivational speakers, man, and he talks about the ghost of what you could have been if you didn't act on it. I believe it's Les Brown.
That's hard.
Hey, you don't want them coming to you on your deathbed saying, "We came to you. We could have came alive. We could have been this, but we gotta die with you."
That's profound, man.
Hey, man, look him up. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah,
He done got me through some times.
Write that down.
So check me out, man. Are there any platforms out there that you are a part of that we should keep an eye out for?
Yes, for sure. As I said earlier, man, I am far from a one-man army. A lot of people say I'm talented, but I feel like the talent will only take you so far. It's very evident, in the industry, talent don't really mean nothing. It's nice. It's cool. It's cool to have, but if you just do not have a team behind you, people that really support you, I don't really think you're going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, man, Soul Body Cyphers. For sure, man. I've been rocking with them for like a year and some change.
Big shout outs.
You know, Soul Body Meta, you know what I'm saying? Don't nobody do it better.
Yeah, I was about to say
Boy,
that.
ain't nobody do it better, man. That whole platform, dog, like, I love to rap. I just love rapping, dog. And the idea of someone just introducing me, you know, shouts out to Castro, introducing me to Meta and being like, hey man, I know you like to rap, so go ahead and hop on this. And I did, and I was nervous, of course, because I was like, I don't know what to expect, but, you know, I leaned into my weirdness, you know, I leaned into how much I really love to rap. And turns out everyone else loved it too, you know. They was like, oh wow, like you really like to do this. And I'm like, yeah, you know. That's where I met, you know, Dupree, Sila, Kavari.
Shout out.
You know, like that's where essentially like the Soul Stars sort of started mingling. You know, the Soul Stars. Basically, we the Avengers, man. Everybody in this group is monsters, you know. The homies, man. Erica just I'm seeing her put together this platform and is able to put a lot of visual artists out there, and now she's starting to bring the Tulsa sound to the forefront, you know, to Brookside and even downtown. Shouts out to the BART, man. Just started working at the BART Center for Music. They're a nonprofit. They just started, I just started there, but they've been at this for a long time. They're dedicated to the cause of allowing children to, you know, learn classical music, and yeah, I believe they do vocals, piano, violin, cello, bass, music production, music theory, music composition. They are amazing. If you are interested in that, they teach kids 4 years old and up, even yourself, you know what I'm saying. If you're interested, just go on their website, you know, thebart.org, and hit that pre-registration form, and someone's going to get back to you in a very promptly manner, you know what I'm saying. It would be really nice to see y'all while I'm sitting there at my desk. I think it would be great. Yeah.
That's hard. So, inquiring minds want to know, where did the name Lovelace come from, and what significance does it have for you? I'm up here getting tongue-tied.
It's okay, man. It'd be like that. It's a date. The name Lovelace comes from an oldie but goodie, very classic piece of cinema. It's in the Hall of Fame, called Happy Feet. Happy Feet is an absolute banger. I don't care what nobody says. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Robin Williams.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? One of the penguin that he voiced, Lovelace the Guru, he was bestowed a talisman. It was really like a plastic litter, you know, wrapped around his neck, and he believed that he had a gift or like sight from the gods. But he was bamboozling everybody. But throughout the journey, he learns to humble himself. You know what I'm saying, and to use his actual gift of storytelling and being an orator to tell the story of Mumble, the main character, of how he selflessly is, you know, trying to reach out to humans who are overfishing in the Antarctic, and so now penguins are starving. So the whole movie is being narrated by Lovelace himself and being told to us. And Drew had told me before, she was like, you're just really, really good at telling stories. You know, you're just a storyteller. You like talking about different things. You like reiterating things. And so I kind of put that 2 and 2 together. You know, me being a storyteller and also secretly a penguin. You know? Give me your rocks. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. The name Lovelace also is a principle that I live by. Love is the key, lace is the way. Love is the key frequency that when you tap into, you start to see the lace, the connection between all things, whether that's between you and nature, you and other people, you and yourself, you and your environment. But I find that when I start to make decisions based on doubt or fear, my life starts to get real complicated and my relationships start to falter, But whenever I start to move and act out of love, no matter how difficult the situation is, whenever I act through love and I make those decisions, that's precisely what brought me here today. You know what I'm saying? Like, to even be able to have this platform to spread the gospel of love, love what you do and do what you love. When you fully embrace and are grateful for the thing that you're doing and the decisions that you make, life itself will start to mold itself around you. You know what I'm saying? Instead of happening to you, it'll start happening for you.
All right, now.
Yeah.
Woo! Hey, somebody, I don't know who needs to hear this, but hey, man, y'all stay tapped in. We finna get into some more of these hits. Hey, I'm telling you, pull out your Shazam right now. Make sure you add them to the arsenal, all of that. But make sure, first and foremost, you stay locked into the #1 station, blazing your nation. It's KJamz.
Give me your rocks is crazy.
Give me your rocks.
Hey, you get deep with it.
I know. I was like, I have to.
I don't follow rules and they don't like that. It's the 105 KJamz. This is
105 KJamz, hip hop and R&B hits. We're still in the building with my guy, Lovelace the Dragon, for the artist Takeover. Talk to the people.
That's where I'm at.
Hey, he up here lit, man. He got the station rocking. But dig this, man. What is something that people will be surprised to learn about you?
Oh. I'm a huge anime fan. A ridiculous anime fan. I've been watching anime since I was like 5 years old. I don't really wear my influences on my sleeve, but like I'm very private when it comes to anime. I'm just now getting to the point where like people know about it, but before I was like mad nervous because I was like, it just ain't the move. Like, I think it's because I've watched it for so many years that I'm starting to deviate from the mainstream anime to like really wild stuff, you know what I'm saying? That it's just not for the mainstream, you know what I'm saying? So
Talk about the ones that need subtitles.
Yeah,
well, got the demons and stuff.
yeah, bro. Like, so really, I think they're dope though. Like a lot of them are just like, I really just like watching them for the concepts. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real cerebral kind of person. Like, I just think too much. That's why sometimes my raps are just like really convoluted. But as much as I love music, I'm at heart a visual artist. You know what I'm saying? So like, I have a love for cinema. I have a love for movies, film, TV, anime, animation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a big fan of that. But because I don't do that, the only thing I can describe with what I see in my head is words. So that's why I make music, because it's like I don't know how to use a camera, but I can rap about it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Okay. What can fans expect from you in the coming months or years?
I am getting into a different bag, man. I would say my producer bag, and not producer in the sense of like beat making. There may be a little bit beat making, but more of a sort of composition. Creating songs from scratch, arranging songs with different live instruments. I just started working with phenomenal instrumentalists and musicians. KJamz being one of them.
Shouts
out Kendra Mars, man. Probably one of my favorite rappers out here. She's amazing. Stone cold stunner star, bro. Like, dedicated to the craft. She's got a love for it, and she's efficient. She's born to be a star, bro.
First time I met her and she was performing, she came out, man, and she started doing her thing, man. I thought Meek Mill and it was gonna come out with Dream Chasing Chains. She got that energy.
Yeah, and she's definitely brought a lot of inspiration to my own approach to music. You know, for a while I was thinking like there's just one way to do it. You know, just kind of being too deep into it, and she's kind of helped open me up to see like there are other avenues, like the things that I really love to do. Just wholeheartedly go and get it. You know what I'm saying? So my next few projects are probably going to be a lot more, you know, personal, a lot more experimental. Of course, there are going to be bangers. I'm going to be dropping bangers here and there, but I am working on a couple projects right now. And, you know, follow me on Instagram at LVLC DA Dragon. That's where, you know, right now we're going to do all our updates. If anything changes from that point, of course, that's just where people are going to know where my moves are.
For sure. You got any websites, any merch sites, you know, any shows coming up, albums, anything?
I do have a show coming up. It's going to be at the Whittier Bar on December 9th. It's a Saturday. It's going to be at 8 p.m. There's a $10 cover charge. It's the live mixtape, man. They're going to be doing something a little different. You know, they got 3 different artists. It's me, N.Darko, and Gengar. We're going to be up on stage. They're basically going to have, we're going to give our tracks to the DJ, and it's up to the DJ's discretion. Like, he's not going to, no one's going to call us up there. The DJ's just going to randomly pick a song, and we just got to be there. They're going to be judges there. They're going to be watching how we perform these songs. And then we got to pick a Nas beat and basically do our own little spin on that.
Okay.
So it's a nice little ode to hip hop, you know, to how things were back in the day. And it's just literally a live mixtape, you know. Y'all come out, Whittier Bar, December 9th, man. Come check it out. It's gonna be turn.
For sure. Now
date?
dig this, man.
What was the date?
December 9th, I believe. I said 8th. Yeah, it's December 9th. It's a Saturday.
Yeah, I need to put that on your Google alerts, Palm Pilots, all of that. But, you know, like I always do for every artist, takeover artist that comes through, I always ask them to drop a gem. Something that can save someone some steps, someone who inspires to do some of the things you're doing, especially the youth, man, because more than ever, they need guidance, they need knowledge, they need gems, all of that. So you got something for them?
I do, man. And I'm going to call this a twofer, because it's a two-parter. But it's going to be one whole, you know what I'm saying? So 2 for 1 special. First and foremost, you know, currency is changing, you know. Money is a real thing, but right now currency is in the works of changing. And what I mean by that is the development of your skill sets. Define the things that you like to do, the things that you're naturally good at, or the things that you find passion in. Start to branch into what it takes to do those things full time or for money, you know, or even within your community. I think people say, like, you know, the grind and, you know, getting up and going and get it, but a lot of people don't take in consideration developing skills, whether that's physical skills, you know, building stuff, making music, you know, or even mental skills or emotional skills. Those are some of the most important things. If you want to get far in life, man, emotional intelligence is a real thing. You know, gone is the era of conquest. You know what I'm saying? That used to work back in the day. Them Suge Knights, you know, all that kind of activity. It's about unity now.
Say it again, bro.
You know, it's about unity, it's about love, and it's about collaboration. I think there are tons of ways that we could go and get it, but I think the fastest way we're going to go and get it is together. I'm currently, you know, making amends with a lot of people that I didn't think things would work out with, you know what I'm saying? But I'm learning to let go of my ego. And there's the second part. Learning to let go of your ego, man. No job is too small, you know. Sometimes I go to shows and people want to say that, you know, because they're the artists, they don't have to worry about things. But I take pride in a good show. I'm a showman, you know, I'm a performer. So it's like, if there's something that's messed up and they don't have a hold on it, and you know how, and you have the skill set to do what needs to be done, with great power comes great responsibility, man. You know what I'm saying? You need to take initiative because you have that ability, and do it. You know, whether that means going up and changing a mic if somebody's mic is messed up, sweeping, setting up if you need to. You know how many times I've been to shows and I've helped set up the shows, and people didn't know that I was headlining that night, and so they would treat me a certain kind of way, and I'll just clock it. You know, I'll just be like, okay, you know, that's how you treat people, quote unquote, on lower levels. You know,
who they don't feel like they need,
who they feel like they don't need. You know, and then when they see me up on stage, all of a sudden it's a different energy, and I'm like, that's fair, but like, I know I don't want to work with people like that. You know, I think when you put yourself out there, man, you let go of your ego and you let your skill set shine, that will allow people to really fall in love with what you do and what you provide. You know what I'm saying? So work on your skills, man. Find the things that you love and that you really want to do. Put yourself out there.
Man, that wasn't just a gem, man. That was a handful of. Hey, man.
I ain't gonna rocks.
I wasn't gonna say it. I was like, I ain't gonna ruin the moment. I'm gonna have to take that and run that one back, bro.
Right.
But most definitely, man. Hey, Lovelace was dropping some big gems there. Most definitely, man. You need to work on yourself. Work on your emotional intelligence, man. Your emotional intelligence gets you tricked out of a lot of situations, man. It could block blessings. It could ruin relationships. It could burn bridges that you need to get back across. So check your emotional intelligence.
These are facts.
The days, like he said, of the Suge Knight, the tough guy acts.
The macho man, the machismo. It ain't it.
Party is over on that, man.
It's over. Go home. You ain't gotta go home. You gotta leave.
Man, you hear me? But those days are over with, man. So, man, check yourself, man. And, you know, like I was telling my guy earlier, man, if you're looking for someone to, you know, blame for a lot of things that's going on in your life, man, you got to look at that cold-blooded mirror. That mirror is cold-blooded, man. And I promise you, if you work on yourself, disappear for a little bit, you know, clean some stuff up, polish this, and, you know, work these things out that are inside of you that only you know what you got to deal with. It don't got to be a public post or nothing like that, but, man, work on yourself. Hey, Lovelace, man. Hey, man, I feel like somebody is going to get it together after that.
Yeah, I feel like, I really hope so. You know what I'm saying?
But, man, you got any shout-outs before we get out of here?
For sure, man. Shouts out my mama. Mama, I love you. You know, I love my entire family, dog. No matter whatever hardships we've been through, they raised me. You know what I'm saying? They raised me to be the person that I am today. They showed me unconditional love. Shout out Drew, my partner, Kane, Frankie, baby. If you're listening, Frankie, I love you. I miss you. Come home. Ace the Kid, man. Love you to death, man. Miss Rosario, if you're listening to this right now, I love you from the bottom of my heart. I really do. Kendra, I love you. I know you're listening. If you're not, hey, we're going to tap in later. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to everybody that I've worked with, our Soul Stars, you know, Soul Body Meta.
Don't nobody do it better.
Don't nobody do it better. Nobody. Matter of fact, it's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen that, you know, come to pass. I don't think I've seen anybody do it better. He'll even tell me, he's like, man, you nasty. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. You're cold. You're pretty good. So, yeah. Shouts out to Midwest BJ, KJamz, you know, having me up here. Really appreciate y'all for sure.
No doubt, man. Hey, this is another episode of the Artist Takeover. Man, we gonna rock out to my guy on the way out, and man, I might even, you know, we might even, you know, come back on here. It might be an acapella situation coming up here in a little bit. So y'all keep it locked and don't touch that dial. It's KJamz. I ain't forget. I ain't forget. Oh.
Man,
If you thought that wasn't him before, you finna smell it now. What I'm been through hell and back. Swimming and I didn't drown. Came from the chief of the tribe, so I'm still king with a crown. Even if it's different, they vibing with me, no ringing or loud. On the phone with a dialect they don't even allow. Not even speaking a word, never leaving my mouth. I've been finding solace in silence, just breathing it out. No more overthinking and moping, just feeling it out. Meeting with family, planning for weeks for a weekend of art. Auctions and music, packing the stage and then leaving the town. Peak of the mountains, never been seen as a means to an end. Mending my soul and body has brought me a bigger amount. Boy, that's abundance if you... Disorderly conduct won't get you a thing. That's ADD, boy, this has substance. Still been giving them all concussions. Turn me up in your stereo speakers at the push of a button.
Yeah.
Took me 10 years to get here. When they look at my career, it looks like it happened all of a sudden. Build it with the team, I'm used to it. Grew up with a big family, for real. That's where to all of my cousins. Man, I'm in my bag now. Open convos in higher realms and pulling them back down. Pull up with my chick, she take your chick and then she turn her out.
Yeah.
I can rap about them both cause I embody duality. Man, and that's a twofer. One special, one level above mentals. Love's gentle, upsetting the judgmental. The drugs help but don't settle for none lesser. Swinging the sun's treasure, Escanor with the letters. Bringing the doves in, I'm feeling like I'm a feather. Higher than high, baby, they calling me for the pressure. If you wanted diamonds, Slade and Castro, they got the ledger, it's ready to order. Call a proto, open the vault. I'm steady and Berto, the Midwest, call me iconic. Shout out to Comic Con's, been doing this since they started. KJamz, the realest, my favorite rapper, go the hardest.
Yeah.
Drew is the baddest in every party. Came been pulling all-nighters with me ever since the garages. Frankie, baby, I love you, my mans can sell you whatever. Ace the Kid is coming and ain't no rapper do it better. Man, I done been through a lot. Broken promises and revivals. Rosie, your mama taught me to love them without a title. I've been living with trauma but moving out of the trials. Tribulations ain't nothing but learning how to survive them, and that's real. You won't find it in no Bible. This is the New Testament. They speak on my arrival. It's the LOVE. Ain't nobody is a rival to me except for me. And boy, that man, he got a rifle. Dodging, bullet shot, duck. I weave and bob him. Gotta move and see the spot. I swing and clock them. Ali Boumaier, and with the sting of a bee, shuffle my feet. And in the ring, I heard the beating and lost it. Going 8. Guerrilla tactics, it's all my problems. You know what it means when LOV up to his nonsense.
Yeah.
Bully on the beat, turn the heat up and then it's softened. They boogie when I speak cause I'm the better of two options, a twofer.
Talk to him. Talk to him, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, my guy couldn't leave y'all without that, man. Hey, love Lace. Hey, man, y'all have a good weekend, man. We finna get back to some more of these hits on hits. It's KJamz. That was cold.
I done blew my ears out.
Let me get some drops from you real quick, my
Oh, for
brother.
sure, for sure.